and who can finish the job. I wouldn't be surprised to see like a 3-0 and then turn that into a 4-3 the other way, just based on the way Street Hoop seems to be playing.
Yeah, well, either way, I think we are definitely going to have a quite the interesting game on our hands, and it looks like the community was pretty favored on Street Hoops winning this one. Last time I checked, it was about 65-35% in favor of them, so we'll see how this one goes here. I think we're just waiting for everybody to get readied up here, and we should be starting here in just a minute. While we're waiting, I guess we might as well do a quick roster rundown here on both of these teams. Over on Mad Men, we have Marmaduke, Christopher, Ash, Indust, Memphis Vaughn, and Paragon. Oh, excuse me. They're not on the right teams yet, so I'm sitting here reading off the wrong names. Over on... Let's get this right this time. Over on Mad Men, we have Marmaduke, Christopher, Indust, Memphis Vaughn, Blank, and Mike. And then over there on Street Hoops, we have Sizer, Deadbolt, Ninja Nick, Grape, Paragon, and Ash. So, of course, we all know somebody to watch out for definitely is Paragon. You know, he can come up big with big sniper plays, things like that. Sizer, also a very good scout. And, you know, and I've also been told through the grapevine here that Memphis Vaughn is quite the roamer. So we'll have to see how everything plays out here. But I think, as we've stated, it is going to be a pretty good match between these guys.
No, definitely. Marmaduke's one of those players that some matches he just goes out of his mind, other matches he's kind of calm, but I would expect him to come up big this match. Sizer always performs, I think. That's always good to, or he's always someone you can depend on to get the plays done, or be in the right position at the right time. But I think the Soldier game on this match is going to be interesting. Grape's been known to make the G silent in his name, so to speak, and I've seen a few. I've seen a lot of big plays from Memphis Vaughn actually after just playing against him. Their aim is really good, and this map has a lot of walls. I mean, soldiers love walls. You know, shoot the floor, get kills. Shoot walls, get kills. So I think it's going to be a good Soldier DM map to watch.
Yeah, lots of good places to jump around on this map, and a lot of high ground to control on the mid too. All sorts of different places where you can get up high, where these soldiers are really going to be able to take control of the mids and you know, kind of dictate that mid play. So we'll see how the soldiers on each team kind of come out and aggress and you know, get things done here in this game. Gonna have to watch those big names and you know, kind of see how this one plays out here. But still waiting on everybody to get ready up in the server here. Not sure exactly what we're waiting on still. Of course, things never exactly start on time as you plan them. You know, say it's 11 o'clock and might end up being just a tad later, but that's just in good competitive fashion there. I think all the guys had some scrims before this. Somebody said, I think somebody was playing Froyo before this, maybe?
Well, yeah, I was ringing for Froyo, and they played up against. We were playing against Mad Men, and it was good. I mean, it was a good scrim, I guess. I didn't know what to expect. I never played this map before today, so it's definitely. It's actually one of my more like. I actually like this map a lot, which I can't really say about some of the other maps in the rotation that are newer. But this one's pretty interesting. I like all the random detail they put into this little cafe area over here with all these chairs. They have like a lawn chair on a balcony in between first and two. There's useless water in the lower pit just for aesthetic purposes. Probably drops your FPS a little bit, but
yeah, it's a beautiful looking cafe there. Definitely a place where I'd sit down and have a nice cup of coffee on a Sunday afternoon. You know,
for sure. They had enough hats in this game for some people to go in there, take off your hat, maybe sit down, get the Alien Swarm hat in this game right now on You Must Mike. Probably one of my favorite hats, one of my favorite games as well that got discontinued after 2 weeks. But it looks like we're going live.
Yeah, and we are just about, as you said, we're getting things started here, just waiting for the three ready-ups here, and we're going to get going in this one. Here we go, finally live here. We have Mad Men versus Street Hoops Esports here on CP Sunshine. I believe this is a Week 17 matchup as well, and as you said, you know, a LAN berth on the line, potentially, lots of LAN contention, things like that. So this is a pretty big game here for these guys. We'll watch the demo men coming in here. It looks like we have Christopher coming in through the flank on this mid, trying to get some early sticks out into the game. Looks like all of 20B actually is going to be coming out of the flank on this mid. Grape getting up high. All the soldiers here getting high mid control here. Paragon's going to start it off by taking down Memphis Vaughn, and Marmaduke's going to take down Ash there as well. Great picking up a frag, and Marmaduke getting another one, and Christopher getting one as well. That's going to be a 2 down, actually 3 down now for Street Hoops, 3 down for Madmen as well, and it's only going to be Ninja Nick and Deadbolt left, and they're going to have to just start backing themselves out, but You Must Mike is going to be waiting here. Madmen continuing the pressure here back onto the second point, forcing Ninja Nick and Deadbolt all the way out, and that is going to be the mid there for Madmen. Marmaduke and Mike getting themselves back here to meet up with their team, and they should be able to get in here on this second point here.
This game is a slideshow for me right now. I'm surprised you were even able to cast that. I'm not sure if it's just me or if it's everyone in the Source TV is probably getting it too. Yeah, this is pretty much, I'm pretty much watching a 10 FPS game right now.
I'm in the same boat there. I couldn't follow half the things that were going on there in that mid. But back into this one here, it looks like 20B is actually going to be coming out of the cafe there. Grape's going to finish off Marmaduke, and that'll be 1 down for Madmen. Though 20B does have that full Uber charge, and Madmen are going to have to work back. Actually, they have that full advantage. It looks like they're going to go ahead and pop through Choke, forcing them all the way back into their last. They're going to go ahead and get the counter pop, though. Is Madmen forcing them back out. That's going to be 2 down for 20B. Ash caught out behind there. Blank finishes him off. And Paragon's going to clean up on a kill as well, though. 3 down now for 20B. Make that 4 down. Ninja Nick going down as well. And we do have, Indus who stayed alive there. So they're going to have a pretty hefty Uber advantage here as they come back into this mid Madmen. And they should be able to pick up this point here. And it looks like the game is frozen for me. I
hope ESEA-I is fixing the Source TV. That's my hope. I also want to point out, I think both teams kind of misplayed that whole scenario. 20B lost mid, as far as capping goes, but they kept their medic alive, which was huge. But I think Madmen overextended a little bit, trying to get the med pick, which forced them to lose the point. But then 20B didn't understand their Uber advantage, or they didn't make the most of it. Then they wound up pushing into an Uber that they didn't know the other team had, forcing them to wipe. So it's kind of a sticky situation, but I'm hoping we can get back in the Source TV.
Yeah, we're having some technical
ESEA seems a little bit more on top of their shit this season, so, more than previous seasons, but hopefully we're going to get fixed. I don't think it's going to be the same Source TV, though, because the way it works is there's a relay server, so I don't think the IP is going to be the same, so I'm going to go check out the ESEA page.
Yes, we're gonna have to get all that figured out here, so just bear with us, everybody. Sorry about that. Things not going as planned this evening. I think we kind of had some lag issues and things like that, and some of the other casts that were going on last week. I thought I saw some people talking about that, so hopefully we can get things figured out here nice and quick, and get back into the game or something, and get this game back to you guys. I'm not sure what the status is on this, but I think we're going to go ahead and just take a quick break here, try to get everything figured out.
It's up.
Oh, it's up now.
Yeah, if you retry in console, it should be up. I'm back in. Right. Score is still 0-0. 20B appears to be pushing last, but it looks like they failed, and now Madmen's retaking 2, or trying to retake 2, and now we have an Uber stalemate actually for last point. 20B is holding outside of last, trying to make their move here. There's 1 down. Blank is actually down for the side of Madmen, but the pick's not actually that big of a deal, but it looks like they're trying to force the Uber push last right now. I'm still waiting for the server to stop chopping around, but it doesn't look like it's going to stop.
Yeah, I think it's something we're probably just going to have to deal with, unfortunately, for this one. I'm still getting all the choppiness here and whatnot, so we're going to do as best we can this evening and try to get this cast out to you as best as possible. As you said, there's still kind of a Uber stalemate here coming in, though. Madman getting aggressive here. Marmaduke's going to pick up 1, Blank taking down Deadbolt as well, and Christopher is going to take down Paragon. So that's 3 down for 20B right now, and they're actually going to get that Uber forced. They're going to have to pop that Uber, and they're just going to have to use that to get themselves out of dodge here. And Sizer's actually going to get left behind and take the pipe right to the face from Christopher there, and 20B is going to get just taken straight out of here, though they are still keeping a bit of pressure here in the choke, but Deadbolt's going to go down to Christopher, just overextending a little bit there into the choke, I think, though Paragon's going to bring himself back in, and that's still 3 down now for for 20B, though. The Ubers are just about even. Paragon's gonna get picked off by Indus.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Ubers don't really mean anything if you wind up doing stuff like this. Like I said before, 20B finds ways to lose rounds that they shouldn't be losing. They didn't need to push into last there without their medic. Nobody got Ubered, and then they wound up wiping and then feeding 3 more kills away. I keep saying feeding, I'm used to playing Dota, but moral of the story is you shouldn't be, if you push last, just push last. Or push last, talk about how you're gonna push last. It shouldn't be a surprise that people are pushing and other people aren't. The fact that they're even holding mid right now is surprising, seeing as how they went down 3 and the Ubers are about the same. But if you notice the efficiency, actually, server's probably crashing again.
Yep.
But the efficiency of the Ubers were both around 40 together, and then just straight up building got Indus a 20% advantage, which really shouldn't happen, but
yeah, and it
it's
looks
those
like
small moves.
Yeah, and as you said, 20B just kind of, just bled their players out there into the choke. Deadbolt extended in, lost the demo, and a couple scouts, just continued to stay in a fight that I just, they weren't going to win. And as you said, that last push wasn't very coordinated. So, though we're still at this lovely frozen screen here on Source TV, and hopefully we can just do that retry once again, get back into the game in just a minute. But until then, I think we're going to have to just kind of sit here and twiddle our thumbs until we can get back into the game. And
yeah, I mean, this is frustrating. It's like the same thing as when teams don't ready up. It's like now they're readied up, and somehow ESEA finds a way to screw you over.
yeah, it's pretty pretty unfortunate. Hopefully it doesn't stay like this all night, but from what we've seen so far, I think we might have to continue to deal with this problem. Hopefully not, but...
My issue is that this is easily fixable. All they have to do is change the relay server, but someone get Killing on the line right now. I'm gonna see if he's online.
Yeah, have him on speed dial. Oh, I did get back into the game here, though. I'm not sure.
But, oh, wait. I can't tell if I'm slideshow. It's a little bit less slideshow.
Yeah. A little bit less. Hopefully it kind of sorts itself out here, but it looks like 20B is trying to work their way into last year. They have capped that second point, and it's going to be Indus. Does have that full Uber. I think it looks like they're just going to hold with that one.
They're
they kind of have a bit of a
out
forward
right now,
hold.
but they have an engineer. Questionable decision making here. It might work out just because if they can force the Uber, they can't. What am I trying to say? Shoops can't really push back in, but they just. I think they were just trying to give a buff to Memphis Vaughn to go try to make a play.
Yeah,
but
and it looks like he did get
Uber,
that force. Yeah, he got that Uber force, so it looks like Madmen will be in pretty good shape here if they decide to make a move.
They need to get off NG real quick if they're gonna do this. It's like one of those things. It's like you have a level 3 gun up, so your gut's telling you I don't want to destroy this level 3 gun, but you have Uber advantage. Get outside, switch back to scout, make some plays, or just bring the gun up with you. But I think he needs to get off engineer if they want to make a push here. Yeah, just like that, Marmaduke's gonna go down. And now they're back to stalemating and giving Street Hoops their Uber back.
Yeah, not really playing the advantage there. As you said, just kind of keeping that sentry gun a little too long. And it looks like they're still going to stay on it, and they're going to keep that level 3 on last. So Ninja Nig looks like 20B's actually pressuring over there on the shutter side, but still just kind of stalemating out here, just waiting for these Ubers to come in. Indus still sitting at that full Uber, and it looks like Ninja Nig's just about to get up on his as well. And Madmen pressuring the right side as well, though. Just a bunch of spam fest. We actually have Mike coming up from underneath, and he's going to take down Ash, so that's going to be 1 down for 20B.
I don't understand how he made that play. He got the pick on the soldier, and then he went for the medic. He forced their Uber, and that should not have happened, but it did. But now they can't really push because of the sentry gun still being there. That was a really big play by him, but I think it was a lack of communication on the side of Street. The soldier died lower, and then he kind of just walked up lower and shot the medic in the back 3 times.
Well, and now we actually have Deadbolt that's gone down. Christopher took him out, and it looks like Madmen's finally going to come out with this Uber and try to take this second point back, and 20B is going to start to get themselves out of there. Sizer going in with a fight down below, and the Uber is finally going to get popped there. Marmaduke does finish off Sizer, and I think this is going to be the second point back to them here. And Memphis Vaughn actually going to pick up 2 there, taking down Paragon as well, so that's 3 down for 20B. They're going to have to back themselves up to mid and try and hold off this mid here as Madmen picks up the second point.
Yeah, Ash and Sizer tried to go underneath, and I think it got called out real quick. They both got destroyed in that little sewer area. And it should be an easy mid for Madmen right now if they just play their heals. So we'll see how this fight develops. Christopher's actually taken a ridiculous amount of damage, more so than he probably should be, but they should have the positioning and the spawn advantage here to retake mid. I'm hoping that it plays out for them the way it should. And it looks like it will. Although, a few shots in the back from these scouts, and suddenly it's an even match.
Yeah.
Okay, they're all dead.
Wow, and that's
that is going completely uncontested there. But at the same time, Memphis Von forces the Uber, so it's a wipe. But can they really retake 2? Probably, but I don't know if they can hold.
Maybe not all hope is lost there. I mean, it looks like these Ubers are going to be just about even here, though. They do pick up, they do keep that midpoint. They're going to be able to take this second, but it looks like we're probably just going to be kind of stalemating out here for a minute as these teams build up Uber and get ready to go. They have sticks on shutter, 20B does. Deadbolt set those down, but I think they know better than to go ahead and peek that out, and they're just, you know, pitching the tent here on last, getting ready to hold, and gonna wait and see how things play out here, but for now, just a bit of a spam fest as both these guys sitting here at about 70% Uber, and gonna be seeing something happen here shortly. Somebody gonna try to get in and go for a pick or something. We have Memphis Von kind of peeking up here in the upper left, but
yeah, this is one of the harder maps for the soldiers to bomb the medic, I think, on the last point, like trying to defend. There's not really much flank route if you're on the defending team here.
We do have Paragon on Sniper, though. And we'll see if he can work a pick with that. Of course, we all know Paragon, very noted for a sniper play, and he's gonna take down Christopher there with a big headshot. So, looks like, I think 20, or, I thought I saw somebody from Madman on Sniper too, I guess not. And I think the Ubers have been popped here, actually, on both sides. Coming in here, Grapes taking a lot of damage, and he's gonna get taken down by Mike. And a fight still going on here. That's a couple down now for 20B. 2 down for Madmen as well. So still an even fight here. Ninja Nick still hanging out in upper left, but Memphis Von and Blank both picking up frags as well. And that's going to be only 2 left up for 20B. Deadbolt going down as well. And Ninja Nick is going to run for his life here back to mid and meet up with Grape and company, and that's going to be leaving it open for Madmen to go ahead and take this second point back, though, and get ready for the push into mid. And they're actually going to have about a 20 or so % advantage to possibly push this mid with if they decide to do so. 20B, though, still kind of holding up close here, keeping the pressure on, but Real no plays yet. Looks like a little bit of pressure here coming into Cafe, though. Blank and Marmaduke actually Indus working their way in there as well. We'll see if they're going to push through. It looks like the Uber's up here for Indus, though, and he's going to start to work his way in. Let's see if they can get this advantage going. They are going to pop in. Marmaduke bombing in on Ninja Nick there. Can't get any damage out to him, though, really. He does take down one, though. He's going to try to get Ninja Nick there, just hanging on by the skin of his teeth. Somehow he stayed alive. Ninja Nick barely makes it out with barely any health at all. But Madman does be able to pick up that midpoint there. And, wow, Indus finish off Paragon with a nice arrow there. So Indust is going to have actually the advantage now, as Ninja Nick did get taken down. So they're going to have about a 30% advantage to go ahead and push this second point with. And they're actually just going to be able to take it for free, it looks like. And getting in here, a little bit of pressure from 20B over there on that little catwalk, but they're not really going to be able to do much with this here, and just going to have to set up and get ready to hold last, I think.
Yeah, I don't know, they're playing this kind of strange. They had the advantage on last pushing after they got the sniper pick on the demo, but then they didn't capitalize on it. Like, when you do stuff like that, you're supposed to just bomb your soldier and probably your sniper in to go force their medic to pop, because you can't really push last with a sniper anymore, especially Uber v Uber. It's one of those. But now we're going to see red team push in. Street Hoops is actually getting pushed back, but they haven't popped because they don't have. But if they can hold without Uber here, it'll be quite the feat.
I'm still seeing 80%. Wow, they actually get the Uber off.
He
I don't know
got
if he got a saw off.
Yeah, he got a saw off at the last second, which was really clutch, but that point's about 80% capped. And I wouldn't be surprised to see Memphis Von or someone just try to sneak a back cap right now.
And it looks like he's kind of hanging out there in upper left thinking about it, but I think he's just going to go ahead and bring himself back. But an excellent saw there from Ninja Nick to go ahead and save that point with the Uber. And he's going to actually have now about a 30% advantage coming back out here onto the second point, though Madman's still keeping the pressure here on second. Not giving it up yet. Ninja Nick's pretty lit up too, and wow, he takes that sticky, and Christopher's going to take him down, so there goes the advantage. And Grape's going to take down Memphis Von, and Blank picking up a frag as well. 3 down for 20B now, 2 down for Madmen. And Madmen pushes back out, still trying to get this point. Sizer in here, and Christopher going at it. And he'll easily be able to take care of that one. So the Demo Man for Madmen going down there. 3 down for each squad. And looks like Madmen is able to keep the second point, actually. Very good play there, able to take down Ninja Nick. Christopher was with a well-placed sticky over by the stairs on that spire by second. And the Uber's just about even though, so just going to be waiting. Madmen all returning in here from choke to get back into the second point, and once again we're just going to see this kind of stalemate here on last until both these teams get the Uber, and we see that push again.
Yeah, it was kind of sloppy. I think Madmen should have just went in, but I think they ditched Christopher in the back, and then Sizer wound up getting that pick. Sizer didn't get that pick. I don't think that they would have been able to hold. They pushed in and their medic kind of just flat out died. I think that they need to just, like, if they had just calmed down a little bit there, they would have been able to push back in, but they kind of rushed it, and what they did was they wound up just suiciding in anyway. I don't know why 20B felt like they could push out. Their point was still like 80% capped. If someone had just stuck in for a back cap, they would have lost immediately there. But Sizer actually, I think, saved the round for them there.
Yeah, pretty risky play to just push out like that, but somehow it worked for them, and I mean, they're back to square one here, so both teams sitting at the full Uber charge here, just waiting to get that pick to push in with, trying to get the buffs out here and seeing what they can do. Still, I think 20B has that, yeah, Sizer did set up a sentry there, so they have a level 3 gun sitting over there on the left side. Ninja Nick and Great both sitting over there on the top left area and still just kind of waiting to see who can get the picks.
Yeah, Paragon gets the sniper pick there. He's just sitting there back body shotting. It's kind of hard to push into this last point without big advantage, because of the way the map is oriented. You can snipe from spawn and you can get the gun up. Like right now, 20B has a 2-man advantage. They're probably going to try to push out right now, but if they don't push out and force the medic fast, they're going to wind up getting wiped, and then their point's going to get capped. So right now they think that they have an advantage, but yeah, suddenly they don't. Now they have to back up.
Yeah, they had that 2-man advantage, didn't really do much with it, and that's going to be able to let Madman just come right back in the lobby here and just kind of set up once again as Paragon's going to get back up, and he's going to be on sniper again though, so we'll see what he can get as far as picks go, but it's just going to be spammed Fest 2014 here, just kind of waiting for things to go, and pretty much looking like this is going to revolve. Actually, Memphis Vaughn bombing in, and Ash and Sizer both picking up frags there. Wow.
After moving his sentry gun.
My
but now
goodness.
they know where it is. I don't think that that'll last long. We'll see. It's kind of hard, this map. Like, you can't. It's like Granary in the sense that you can't really retake two unless you like wipe them. Ash is trying to make a play right now. We'll see if he can get away with it. But yeah, he's gonna go in. I don't think they knew he was there. They forced Ubers, and but at the same time, if they don't kill them all, they're gonna lose this point. They're gonna lose this fight, and they're gonna lose the cap.
Memphis Vaughn actually is sneaking back around on the back, though. Sizer's going to completely deny him, so no chance there. Good idea, but Sizer was ready to clean up on him there, so they're going to go ahead and pick up their second point and be able to push back into mid with this. They got about a 15% advantage, not too much to work with, though. Looks like we have Madmen there kind of building back in choke, and they're just going to give him this midpoint for free and try to hold this second point and see what they can do. But the midpoint has been capped, and they're going to start to move in here. Ash working his way into the flank. Grape getting into choke here. And Paragon's actually going to work in over on the cafe here, seeing if anybody can get any picks. Still just kind of working the playing field here, seeing how things go. But not too much going yet. It looks like both these guys are just going to try to get that Uber. Ninja Nick has his, and Indus is just about to get up on his Uber as well. So we're going to be seeing a push here in just a second from these guys, you would expect. Still just waiting here, though. Mike peeking in on the flank, seeing what's going on over there in that pretty looking valley. But just a whole lot of spam right now, just kind of sitting around waiting on somebody to make some sort of a play to get the pick to go in here. And looks like the bomb is going to come in from Ash here, getting up nice and high in the sky. Indus is going to be able to get out of dodge there, but Ash somehow stays alive.
Somehow nobody died there. Yeah, that was pretty impressive. They all pushed Valley. They took a lot of spam, actually. Street Hoops did. And then while, I think it was Ash jumped in, and then, yeah, nobody died. Everyone took a ridiculous amount of damage. They need to get their heals up right now. Ash is really low, but so is Yuma's Mike. I think that this is going to stalemate. They need to force the medic right now if I'm on Street Hoops. They need to just go in and bomb, but it's really hard on this map because of how easy it is to back up from that second point. I don't know. it's one of those really hard positions where if you dive and you don't kill the medic or you don't force the Uber and you're just down one, they can retake middle, I think, just because of the way mid works. It's really wide open. There's multiple routes in. It's hard to cover all your flanks effectively, especially with just a demo man if you're down a soldier.
Yeah, definitely, and it's, you know, well, it looks like actually, though, the pressure coming, I thought there was going to be a little bit of pressure there on the flank from Madmen, but deciding to test their luck another day, and Ninjanik kind of peeking over here in Cafe with Grape, just stalemating here, getting the spams out, not...
Yeah, a lot of people in chat are actually complaining about, like, the fact that 0-0 and saying this map is, like, kind of stale. I think it's more the fact that these teams really just don't want to make a mistake right now. Like, Ninja Nick actually saved the round for him with a clutch Ubersol, like, I don't know, a round ago. That could have been the end of the round, but these teams are so scared to mess up on a 2-push, because if you mess up on a 2-push bad enough, you lose last. And we've seen how easy it is, or how seemingly easy it is for teams to hold last. But, so yeah, if you mess up on your 2-hold, you lose the round in some aspects. And just like we saw, Madmen got a little over eager there and tried to re-push mid, which is almost impossible to do without a massive advantage, and now they're going to wind up losing 2 as a result, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it looks like there's
some amazing play.
Yeah, there's actually 3 down now. They did just get 1 spawn back here from Madmen, but they're going to have to try to get themselves out of here and get back to this last point here, though. They're putting very early pressure here into the lobby. There's only 2 left from Madmen. You'd have to expect that they're should be able to take this round here. Still keeping the heavy pressure up. Only 2 left alive. They did just get 1 spawn. I think they're going to be able to get this cap nice and easy here. And as they take down Umust, Mike, and Memphis Vaughn, there's the cap. Finally, somebody getting themselves on the board here. That's 20B going up 1-0 here on this first half.
Yeah, so I mean, you make a mistake on 2 and suddenly round's over. So it's hard for teams to, like, it's hard to grasp. Same with mid here. Team gets wiped on mid, they're probably going to lose the round immediately just because of the way the spawn timers are on this map, just from the few rounds I played on it. It's really easy to steamroll, and we're seeing that. I'm actually going to watch the scouts on this mid fight. The medics kind of all stay in the same spot. It's all about the flanks here.
Looks like it was Sizer and Paragon both kind of adding the pressure in here. Grape's actually in their flank right now. Deadbolt's going to pick up 1 as well as Paragon, and that's going to be, wow, 4 down here from for Madmen, and Indus going down as well, and it's going to be just Mike and Memphis Vaughn left alive, I believe, but they're going in for Ninja Nick, and they're going to be able to pick up the frag onto him, so just Mike left, and he's going to go down, though. It was good that they were at least able to pick up that frag on a Ninja Nick since Indust went down, so and actually I think Indust here is going to have a pretty decent Uber advantage to come back up with, so not all bad there, though 20B is going to get that midpoint. They do have that advantage, though, coming back out, so we'll see how they use that.
Yeah, they all cycle spawn too, so Ninja Nick's actually going to be sitting around like a 30-35% Uber disadvantage on this mid fight. It's one of those weird concepts where, like, you lose your mid fast enough, it kind of helps you out in some points if they wind up training. I think Madmen should be aware of their Uber advantage right now. I don't think that they're going to give up too easily, but at the same time, I don't know why there's so many dead all of a sudden.
Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. Just completely destroying them. And there goes that Uber advantage. Indus just getting destroyed, as well as the rest of Madmen. Christopher, I think, was the only one that actually made it out alive in that fight. And that's going to be 4 down there, and making 20B look pretty good here to push us last with. They're going to have about a 60% advantage or so to be able to push in with. So as long as things go according to plan for them here, it should work out in their favor. They're just going to wait for this Uber to get up, and I think we'll be seeing a push rather quickly from 20B here.
Yeah, it's really, if they don't storm the point though on this push, they're not gonna cap. It's really hard to kill the medic on this last point. You can, like, duck around those spawn doors and do, like, little dosi-dos and loop-doop, but they're gonna come in from lower right now, which I don't. We'll see if it works out. It should. They're just gonna stack the point, which is what they need to do. There's a soldier on pipe and the medic's on the side. They can't. They're in a really bad position to hold, and they just get overrun.
Yeah, it was just all up to Indus there, and they played that advantage well, storming out of lower, as you said, and just, destroying them there. Indus was able to stay alive for a little bit there, but it is just way too much pressure from 20B coming in there and just completely wiped them out. So that's going to be 2-0 here for Street Hoops on this first half as we take a look into this next mid here. As both the demo men getting in. Demo for Madmen's actually going to come in from the flank side here. Grape getting up high, as well as Ash taking some high ground control here. Ash flying up way high in the sky, trying to get that pick on Indus, getting a lot of damage out onto him. Can't take him down, though, and Marmaduke's going to refuse that kill onto him. That's 2 down now for 20B and 3 down for Madmen. Ninja Nick pretty lit up as well, but able to stay alive, and Madmen's going to go ahead and get themselves out of there, and 20B is going to once again pick up that mid. And but not all hope is lost, so as Madmen does have, they did keep Indust alive, so we're gonna have about even Ubers here as they push that second, but I don't know if they really have the numbers to contest. It looks like they're gonna be peeking their heads in a little bit, though. I don't know if they're really gonna be able to get any ground control to push out, though. You Must Mike is just gonna throw himself in there. He gets one, actually taking down Deadbolt, so decent pick there. And that's gonna be Demo down for 20B. Only losing a scout there for Madmen. So both teams have that full Uber charge. Paragon putting a lot of pressure in over on the shutter side there, though. He's going to go ahead and back off as well to keep his life. So once again, Madmen getting themselves in that hole, and they're just going to have to defend last once again. Though this time, luckily for them, they're going to have that Uber that Uber to defend last with this time, instead of, you know, like last round where they just got completely steamrolled trying to hold.
Yeah, it's strange. If I was Madmen there, I actually would have pushed out, especially on that demo pick. It didn't seem like that big of a deal because he traded, but if you're going to trade demo for a scout, you should probably try to retake some ground with that. You can't really fight Uber v Uber without your demo man, because once the Ubers are over, if you don't have that spam or those heals, it's kind of hard. Madmen are in a really bad position right now, though, just because the time, I don't know what the time is because I can't see it on Source TV because it's just the way Source TV works, but it's probably ticking pretty long considering how long the first round is, and it's already 11:45. I don't think we started that late, so I'm going to say the first half's probably close to over. So if I'm Madmen, I'm just holding last here, and 20B doesn't really have pressure to push, because if they push and they lose the round, it's like the timer might be on their side enough to where they don't need to push. So I'm trying to get at.
And it actually looks like 20B, that Uber was forced from them, so they're going to have to push in here. Though there is 2 down for Madmen right now. And Marmaduke's going to demolish Grape as he tries jumping in there, just completely rocking his world with that one there. Though I think Grape went down as well, so both of them kind of trading off here. And the Uber finally popping off for Madmen. Memphis Vaughn taking out Paragon there. That's 2 down for 20B. And Marmaduke is the only one down for Madmen. And I think 20B's kind of starting to back off here, it looks like. Just kind of keeping a bit of pressure with the spam, though. Still kind of staying in. Sizer taking down You Must Mike. And Ash still staying in as well, though. He's getting very lit up. Grape's actually going to jump the point. But actually re-jumping, trying to take down Indus there. He gets one shot into him. Can't finish him off.
Ninja Nick just lived based on the regen from his weapon. He survived with 3 health. If he had taken that rocket literally half a second sooner, they'd be looking at losing their 2-point, but just because he survived with that little health, they're going to probably be able to push last, although they get way too eager and almost drop. Ninja Nick, just take a breath, get your Uber, let's push.
Now, and something interesting that happened as they were trying to push last here a little while ago, they threw Deadbolt in to jump the med onto the point. Now, I don't know if, I mean, you know more about the game than I do. I don't normally see the demo bomb into last to try to get the force on the med just himself.
I don't think he had Uber. I don't think Indus had Uber there. I think it was more of a, we have Uber advantage, go try to make a play. I don't know what the thought process was. Maybe they didn't have soldiers up. But yeah, I don't know. It's some of the things that go on in these matches I can't really account for. Ninja Nick's actually going to climb up here. If he gets caught out of position though, even a little bit, this is risky business right now from Ninja Nick.
Ash is actually going to get dropped there, and Blank's trying to take down Ninja Nick there, and he's actually going to be able to do so. Mike taking Sizer too.
I feel like it's the clock.
It's
the only reason to explain some of these moves. That was a little overzealous. I'm not sure what the thought process was, but yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be something like that. It's, as you said, we're getting pretty close on time here. Grape's actually all the way into the lobby there trying to take out Indus, but Christopher says, no way, bro. And gonna throw a pipe right into him. So right now we do have Indust with about a 30% advantage right now. 20B actually pushing back into that second point. Madmen wasn't able to cap it, and they're still just trying to hold on for dear life to this last point and not put themselves in any bigger of a hole than they need to going into the second half.
Yeah, I'm really trying to figure out what 20B's plan is right now. Like, they're all just kind of throwing themselves at it. But they don't have Uber. Even it has to be the timer. I don't know what the timer is, but it has to be the timer.
Yeah, they just threw themselves in there, and they got the force on the Indust, but going down 4 players there, actually. Just only Grape and Size are alive there, and it's going to be one left and just getting demolished. So, yeah, there's got to be something with the time going on here, and they dropped just about everybody, and Sizer's
But
actually
if it was
still
a clock,
sitting in there.
I feel like they played this wrong. I don't know. There's too much time. Like, yeah, all right,
there it
it's
goes.
like they didn't need to do it that fast.
Oh my goodness.
They could have waited like a full minute there and then gone in. I don't know. That was a good play by Madman, though, aware of the clock, just holding last, not trying to push out too much. There's no point in retaking if you don't think you can steamroll the entire map in a minute, but that'll save them a round at least. So 2-0 isn't that big of a deficit. I mean, it might seem like it, but one of the rounds took 40 minutes, and suddenly it's a really low-scoring game.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think they have the ability to definitely, you know, get themselves back into the game. They're not in too big of a hole, so, you know, I think just making a few adjustments here, moving into the second half, and, you know, and I think it's definitely doable for them to come back and do this.
There's no doubt in my mind. 20B finds, they have found ways. Every match I've cast, they've been up 2-0, 3-0, I think 4-0 once, actually. And then they found a way to lose. I don't know. I want to say that they're going to win this, just by the way that they've been playing and winning the mid-fights and winning the rounds. But I've seen crazier things happen to this Street Hoops team than a 2-0 lead being blown. We'll see what happens. It's going to be... I hope the rounds go a lot faster this half, because if they don't go any faster, we'll be sitting here. It's really hard to cast this. Like, I want people to know that casting with a slideshow, like, I have a headache right now just trying to watch this. It's hard to give play-by-plays because you can't really tell if an air shot happened or if someone jumped because the rocket doesn't really come out of their launcher. It's a slideshow, to say the least. I'm really glad that guys can keep up with it.
No, I feel like I'm like stuttering a lot more than I usually do. I'm like, what's going on?
I'm trying. You finish your sentence, and I'm trying to like follow up on it, but I'm still trying to figure out what's going on, or I'm trying to like watch somebody, but my brain is like, what am I watching?
Yeah, exactly.
It's frame by frame. It's like, oh, that scout just took a pipe, but he's not dead yet. Wait, yeah, he is.
Yeah, what's going on? Like,
yeah, it's a little rough.
Yeah, and then plus the fact that one round lasting for like 20 minutes doesn't make it the 0.15. Is that a...
That's what Giggly's telling me, but I don't trust Giggly's judgment right now. I don't think it's not making a difference for me. I'm already at 0.1. 0.1's usually like awful. 0.15 is like we're at the point where the server might as well be in Europe. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. It's weird because last time I casted for my first cast, 0.1 fixed it pretty well. So I don't know.
I've never even had to change it on all my casts. I've had it at 0.03 or something, whatever I use for scout or whatever the thing is, and I've never had an issue casting. This match though, this server is just. I wonder if this is like a Colorado server or something.
Yeah, it's got to be something wacky, something like that. Because, but thank you everybody for bearing with us trying to.
I did it. Giggly. It didn't
cast
work, or it's. It worked a little bit, maybe. Let me see. We'll see what happens. I'm still seeing slideshows.
Come on, Giggly. Come on, man. Now, it looks like I think we're starting off here finally into this second half here. We got everybody readied up, and we still have, as we've said before, 20B does have that 2-0 lead right now. You know, if you had to say one thing for Madmen to do right now to get themselves back in it, what would it be?
I think just protect their medic or have their medic play a little bit more passive. They're kind of just bombing Indus, which is the right play to make. But if he just stays on the staircase a little bit safer in the choke or just plays off his scouts a little bit more, I think he'll be fine. Someone's probably going to dive in the next second. Yep, here comes
Well, we have a lot of double soldier aggression here from 20B over there on that flank side.
Vaughn just going ham in that mid-fight. Oh, he's still alive.
Oh my goodness.
Frag video material right there. Someone get that man a demo. Jesus.
I didn't even have the eye on him. I wish I would have, because I just see him
there
like
was
demolish.
Just rocket after rocket after rocket. I don't know. That should be a one round, and someone that's a frag video right there.
Yeah, and this is gonna put Madmen in very good position here to go ahead and push his last with. They have a full Uber advantage, still just rolling right through. They did just get the spawns. 20B did.
Thinking about it and just go. There's a sniper and an NG trying to set up. I don't know why. They're still pyro heavy. But whatever, man. Game's close again. Suddenly 1-2.
Yeah, Memphis Vaughn there carrying that mid, just completely demolishing them there, and that's exactly what Madmen needed there. on that mid, and finally getting around back here. So it's 2-1 Street Hoops. They still have that lead, but if Madmen can keep that kind of thing rolling and you know, get Memphis Bond back in there for some of those sick rockets, you know, I think they're going to be looking in pretty good shape here. Memphis Bond is getting very aggressive on top there. Grape's going to try to challenge him, though, taking a lot of damage. He's going to have to get himself out of there. And Blank's going to take out Ash, but Paragon picking up 2 there with his scattered gun, and finally Blank is going to finish him off. That's 2 down for Madmen, and Indust was actually one of those. So Ninja Nick staying alive, and as long as he keeps himself alive here, he's going to have that advantage. And Grape and Deadbolt both picking up some frags there, though. Marmaduke and Blank getting a couple of their own here from some of the extending players. Still action going down here in the flank. Blank barely staying alive, but Grape's actually going to palm in and finish him off.
I was actually going to point out, Memphis Bond knows this map. Like, the play he just made was really strange to me, but it made a lot of sense, and it wound up working out. He actually jumped through middle, over the Demo Man, through the choke behind the combo, and I mean, they were ready for it because they saw him doing it, but it was a big play. He got a rocket off on the medic, and I think the scout cleaned him up. That should be enough for them to at least hold this, as Mike actually takes down Paragon, which is a really big pick. You can't really fight down a scout on, especially on a mid fight, but if Christopher can get, does get Deadbolt, suddenly holding 2 is looking pretty rough for 20B.
Yeah, they just need to get themselves back here, which they're doing before they bleed knee more players here. And Madman's going to be able to pick up this mid here and work themselves in, and they're going to have a pretty hefty Uber advantage here, about 40% or so. We'll see. I think it's going to end up getting. They're kind of all hanging out on catwalk, in the little catwalk there. 20B is, but Ash is going to go for the big bomb here, coming in, and I went off the cam on him, but he did get taken down by Mike. So the Uber did get forced though, and that's going to be good news for 20B there, as they did get that forced.
It's not as good news as you would think, just because. Although, what is going on? Yeah,
the counter pop coming back out. Memphis Bond's behind though.
But you can't counter push.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Wow, the bomb coming in from Deadbolt to save the point. What an incredible play. He's gonna pick up the 2. How did they not cap that? What a play from Deadbolt.
Yeah, that was really smart. That was heads up. It's like they're getting too overzealous there. Like even though they got the medic pick, you can't push out. Like it's not that big of a deal. The medic forced super. It's not game over, man.
Wow,
even now, if Mike gets these frags, or if these scouts die, which they should, I don't know how Mike's still alive. That was a lot of missed scattergun shots from Sizer and Paragon, but yeah, this match just got a little more interesting, because I'm pretty sure Madmen are going to know that they have a 50% Uber advantage here, and probably just steamroll this point, because it's already half capped. Just go hit it.
So you're going to have to take over here for just a second. Something happened to my game.
It's all good. No, we're gonna see Madmen they're literally just steamrolling the point. It's a matter of the fact they had 50% Uber advantage because and then the point was already 40% capped. All they had to do was walk in and make it happen, and they made it happen. Suddenly the score is 2-2.
Wow.
My predictions are coming true.
Yeah, you called it, man. You called it literally before this game.
This was before the match
you
started. I said, Street Hoops will take an early lead, then they'll find a way to lose it. And what are we looking at? But at the same time, they do know how to win. They have Sizer, they have Paragon. They have this Grape with the silent G. They know how to win. It's these small mistakes that lead to huge. They just lead to rounds. You can't give up rounds, especially when the first half is only a 2-0. Sizer going in for the Demo Man, taking no prisoners there. Ash goes in and gets Blank. It's not that big of a pick, but Indus is really low, and he needs to back out their mid. 20B take mid here, but they don't have Uber advantage. They should be able to push 2 a little bit, but pushing last is going to be a whole different story.
Yeah, as you said here, both of these guys, 20B here, getting in on the second point. They're going to be being able to take it here pretty handedly. Not much contention from them. Grape extending into lobby there a bit, taking a lot of rockets. He's going to pick up that pack. I don't know if... No, he's not going to get punished. So both teams here sitting with that full Uber, just kind of waiting things out here. There are sticks on the shutter. I don't think Grape's not going to get caught by that one. The stick's dead. And still keeping a lot of pressure, though.
One thing I actually want to point out about this map that I don't like is the second point. Even if you trade even, you can't really hold it, because the point's elevated above where you would defend from. So it's kind of like if you were going to push Badlands Spire, but you were given the Spire and the point was on the ground. It's not as drastic, but it's about the same in the sense that you can't really hold it. I don't know. Right. I don't like it. It makes you so if you lose mid, you're holding last automatically. In my opinion.
Yeah, from the times that I have played this map, and I'm a medic main, but just from the times that I played this map, I was never a big fan of the second point. Just
I like the geometry of the actual cap point, but I don't like the position. I think they need to raise the entrances to last a little bit. I don't know. It's just it's really strange that if you lose mid, even if you trade even 3v3, you just automatically have to give up 2.
we'll see if
they're gonna hold less here. Madman they're not gonna give this up. It's as long as they play like passive enough here, they shouldn't have a reason to lose the push.
and they do have the momentum.
Yeah, 20B will find mistakes to make. I think. I don't know. It's like you think even if they go in and force the Ubers here, which they shouldn't be able to because of how easy it is for the medic to duck into spawn, it's really hard to still retake 2. So unless 20B comes in and wipes, which might happen, I think Madmen are in a good position to hold here. Although, as I say that, Christopher goes down. But they're probably going to push off that, thinking it's a huge advantage. But Christopher's going to be up in 10 seconds, and the Uber's going to last just as long as that respawn, although Marmaduke goes down now.
Both those Ubers have been popped, though. Ash taking down Marmaduke. Grape actually taking down Memphis Vaughn as well, so that's 3 down from Admin right now. And the spawn just coming in from Christopher. They're getting time on the cap. Ash is on there. Ninja Nick stops it. They somehow stop the cap. Blank still in there fighting them off. And wow, somehow they hold that point, and Indus getting the big Uber sauce.
So they got the pick on Deadbolt, but he spawned as the Ubers ended. It's a really tough situation to like be ready for mentally, because you think you have advantage, but if all it is one less person for the medic to worry about that's stuck in the spawn. I don't know. It was a really good play, good heads up play from Madmen, and that I think he got a few Uber saws off there actually. And they have a huge Uber advantage now, which they should know about. But they can't really do much with it. And as I say that, they get a headshot of a dome man. It's going to be 2 down. They're going to have to probably hold defensively here with that Uber.
Yeah, and Paragon getting the big headshot there right on to Christopher's teeth. So he's going to go down, and that will be, as you said, just kind of a hold back to last year, back to square one, but a very good hold there from Madmen, and a heads-up play there. Indus getting those Uber saws off. It's just unfortunate that Christopher got picked off by the sniper there, because they really could have played that Uber advantage, I think. But nonetheless, we are back at the stalemate here, just kind of waiting for the last play to come in.
Yeah, one thing I want to say, though, is it's really still hard to re-push 2, even if you have no Uber advantage. It's like you can get it, but you're probably gonna, especially if they have a sniper. I don't know. The geometry 2 is kind of strange. I like the map, but I don't like some of the little intricacies. Yeah, that's another pick. But again, it's another pick that's not that big of a deal. You have a sniper now. The right play is just suicide a soldier in, or suicide a soldier and a scout to go try to make a suddenly 2 down.
Paragon getting another one. My goodness.
Uber's gonna trade here though, and Indus actually has a way better Uber than Ninja Nick. So if they can kill the sniper, they should be in good shape to wipe 20B. As 20B over, why are they
just bleeding?
They're taking their advantage, they're throwing it away. If Indus and who is this?
Blank and Indus pushing back out.
Man there, it would have been point. I think they're gonna lose 2 here, just because of how over-aggressive they got there. Pretty much no reason.
Looks like they're pushing back in, though, or at least Sizer and Paragon both putting the pressure in, and Deadbolt trying to get a little bit of spam off, though. They're actually keeping heavy pressure and just pushing them straight back into lobby somehow.
Yeah, well, I mean, again, it's the height advantage. You can't aim up. If you're a soldier, you can't shoot up at the point. It's like got a nice little wall for you to stand behind. It's strange. They can't push in though again because they don't have Uber advantage, and even if they get a pick, it's still not enough. You need to get a pick and then you need full Uber here, or a big enough advantage to pop and get your Uber over before they do to retake this last point. It's kind of the same as process, but I think it's different because teams aren't as used to Sunshine yet. I mean, I've never even heard of this map, but when you get, it's like, when you don't know how to push a last, it's easy to defend. Does that make sense? It's easier to defend if teams don't know if they're not ready for it or they're not used to it.
Yeah.
It's strange.
No.
But again,
definitely.
They're stuck here. I don't like it, but they're gonna push in again because they're up a pick, but they have a sniper. You can't go in on this. Yeah, you
Ash
can't go
just
in
got
on this.
demolished as Oh, I'm pretty sure he got airshot though. The pop from from Indust actually. So wow, 20B's actually gonna be able to push straight back in with this Uber, and here they come, coming into the point here with that full Uber as they pop it.
They have a sniper. It's not. It looks like it's a huge big deal, but it's not. I wouldn't be surprised to see Madmen hold easily.
Yeah. just as you said it, holding very easy there. Deadbolt was able to pick up one on the Memphis Von there, but they lost 3 in the process and just, you know, not able to do anything with that advantage that they had. So now Indust is actually going to have a pretty big advantage here, about 70% or so.
They should definitely be able to retake 2 with this. The thing is, you can't, even if you get the pick, you can't have a sniper. It's like, the sniper's there to get the pick. You already have the pick, and then Sizer died immediately. It was 4v6 essentially, even though it was Ubered. And again, you can just go hide and spawn. I think Madmen are going to probably steamroll this round if they can cap this point. I hope they can cap this point.
Yeah, nobody getting on the cap.
Because I don't want to watch another last hold from them, but...
Yeah, it looks like they're actually going to go ahead and push through the flank with that Uber as they come in here. The Uber has been popped as they come in, forcing 20B back into their choke as Ninja Nick goes down. The big bomb coming in from Christopher and Marmaduke, and they're just going to push them back. Blank and Marmaduke both picking up frags there. Paragon and Ninja Nick are down for 20B, pushing them all the way back to their second point as they cap this mid up here. And now it looks like they're still actually going to have that Uber advantage, too. They're going to have about a 40 or so.
No, they're going to have like a 50% and
yep.
Cap point. This should be a steamrolled round. I would be surprised if they don't just push last right now. Although, as I say that, Ash comes in, doesn't get the play. But Sizer actually cleans it up. Huge individual plays from the 2 of them, but I think they're still going to lose 2.
Yeah, it looks like they're getting ready to leave here. Paragon's kind of hanging out on the point. He does take down Blank. Marmaduke bombing in, but getting himself out of there. So 20B just kind of playing passive here, down by the shutter, not really aggressing in too much. And that's actually 3 down for Madmen, though.
Yeah, that was really that one play from Sizer and Dash actually paid off huge dividends there. Christopher actually got a lot of damage off. I think he ate a sticky as he came through the choke and he had to back up. But I don't know if they can actually retake 2 right now. It's going to be 65 pretty soon, and if they can force this Uber early, they'll be in. Oh, Christopher playing with fire here, going down to 14 health from choke point. They have to back up right now, or they're going to get rolled.
Yeah, and it looks like they're doing just that, just backing out of lower. They know they can't really do much to defend this here, and I think they're just going to go ahead and get themselves back. Yeah, they're just going to start building and make sure they don't get completely steamrolled with the Uber getting popped in the last. And it looks like they're coming straight in through lower here. I think they're going to go ahead and take that scout in.
Yeah, but they don't. Yeah, if they get it, I don't think they're going to.
No, they're just going to counter pop here in just a second. Yep, and here it comes as Madman gets that counter pop. They do get some time on the cap, but not going to be able to do anything with it.
Split there was incredible. I think he healed about 3 people that were a shot or 2 away from death. I wouldn't be surprised to see them retake 2 just because of that. They need to be a little bit more heads up on their Ubers or build more effectively. I think that they're getting Uber advantage, but then they're not capitalizing on it as much as they should. They thought they had full advantage there, but they left the scout behind when they pushed last because the scout was still capping 2. So since they Ubered a scout in, the soldiers and the demo men obviously weren't going to be fully buffed for that fight, and they were just kind of banking on the fact the medic was going to go down. But since the medic got the Uber off, it puts them in a really strange position to try to push. This round's going to go for a while, though. You can tell that neither team, again, you don't want to lose this round if you're either team, because as you've seen, the rounds can go for 10 minutes, and you can play off the clock towards the end.
Yeah, and especially since both these guys sitting at I believe are still at a 2-2 score here, so it's, nobody wants to make a mistake at this point in the game and go down a round, especially if they can last for that long, as we've, as we've seen so far here, some of these rounds go that, they may not be able to get that round back by the end of it.
This round could be the last round,
Yeah.
It's hard to think of it that way, but it's definitely possible.
Yeah, from what we've seen so far, I would not be surprised if that were the case. So, right now we got both guys sitting here with the full Uber here. Looks like we have some pressure coming in over from the flank side from Ash here. He's actually going to go ahead and bomb in, try to get that force on Indus. Can't get it though, and Blank's going to finish him off. So that's Ash down for 20B here, and they're just going to have to back out of the flank and kind of set back up on here in mid.
Yeah, I don't know pushing Valley is kind of hard coming into 2, but as I say that, if you stays alive here, which, it goes down. Ubers are exchanged on mid, both teams down 1. Madmen just dropped both their scouts though, but Marmaduke evens up the scout count, but this is risky business.
Yeah, Sizer and Paragon did some work there on the flank. And those 2 picks though, Memphis Vaughn coming in, can't take down Ninja Nick. It looks like, oh my goodness, Ninja Nick hanging on by the skin of his teeth there, picks up the pack and stays alive as Grape finishes him off. So we're going to see them pick up the second.
Roll last. That's my thing here. Yeah. I hope they don't just try to go for it.
Looks like they're pressuring in here. Sizer getting aggressive over on that side, taking a lot of damage, just hanging on barely. And You Must Mike's actually coming out from below. And wow, I think You Must Mike's going to be able to come in here onto Ninja Nick, getting a lot of damage onto him. Can't take him down, though. He's still trying to fight these guys off. Christopher's going to take down Deadbolt.
Oh my god, that flank!
Wow.
They were not ready for that at all. Indus should be able to push out right now with his scout. They're in no position to hold 2, but at the same time, 2's really easy to hold. I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, the drop from Indus. Ash getting... Ash dropping Indus. That is not good news for them right now, but Memphis Vaughn's going to come in, try to get the floors. He does get the floors off.
Huge play for Memphis Vaughn. That might secure them a hold, at least. The sentry gun's going up. Level 1 gun is nothing to mess around with if you're not ready for it.
And 20B's just pushing in.
They're going to.
Oh no.
The scout.
Oh, they got the time on the cap. Couldn't do much with it, though, and I don't think they can really do much here. I think they just need to back out before they continue to bleed players as they have previously. And, yes, they are doing so, just kind of backing up.
What a reset. They're going to reset, too. But Ninja Nick, I don't know. We'll see. The Ubers are 60-40 right now, but we've seen them even out a little bit as 70-50.
That was excellent from Memphis Vaughn, though.
If 20B doesn't go in with their Uber immediate, Memphis Vaughn actually just saved them a round. I mean, Ninja Nick has saved some rounds too, but making up for a dropped Uber is never something to remedy, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That was huge. But they're gonna push in right now, thinking that they have advantage, but it's not big enough. Both Ubers are even now. So.
And Paragon's sitting on sniper again. Deadbolt with like 3 health left there, and Sizer did get a pick, but gonna be pretty much meaningless as he's only got about 10 seconds on that respawn. Paragon's still trying to work with the sniper here. He's kind of sitting upper right.
Here unless he gets like a medic.
Yeah.
That's how much I really don't think it helps.
Well, and Memphis Vaughn's keeping a lot of pressure up there on that upper left area, so it's, you know, Paragon can't really get into, you know, get a lane to get a headshot off with.
Positions himself in a good spot. I think that there's probably a few spots on this point where he could just sit and like. Ooh, misses shots on the dome, man. He's Stewart, and he's kind of just getting free shots in right now, but they can't push. Even if he gets a pick, I don't like it. I don't like the sniper on this last push. I like it if you can use it to get another pick. You must, Mike! What is going on?
Just getting 2!
What just happened?
Getting 2!
Oh my god, that's fragmenting
just pushing
right there.
Straight out of there.
2v1 the soldiers as a scout.
Just destroying them.
All you have to do is shoot the floor. Suddenly point is open. Now it's sniper and 2 versus 4. They should be able to take this. What?
Wow.
Someone
Deadbolt just standing out there in the open.
Oh my god. Yeah, that was really strange. If they hold, I'm kind of at a loss for words. They should be able to hold here. Cap the point blank. Just cap the point.
Ash bombing back in. He does take down Indus. Indus is gonna go down. Ninja Nick is still alive here, and wow, they don't get the point. And I think this is gonna. I don't know if they're gonna be able to get in and get this. Grape's gonna get shut down. Ash is on the point. Scouts on it as well, and they do get the cap.
They had it in their hands and they got rid of it.
They just didn't cap that second point.
All they had to do was stand on it, and it would have been they probably would have won the round.
And that could be a game-changing round right there. I'm not sure exactly how much time we have left, but that not capping that second point could be a pretty fatal mistake there for Madmen.
The classic feed away both your soldiers so you can win the round strat. Working wonders for 20B right now.
Yeah, as we hop in here to this mid here, Memphis Vaughn and Ash kind of having a little battle up here. Ash trying to bomb in here, get some damage out. He's actually going to be hanging out in the 20B, or in the Madmen flank, but Marmaduke's going to pick up 2 there.
Marmaduke and Blank kind of went untouched. No, they got the medic, and they took. That's a wipe. That should be a 1 round. That's what I don't like about this map. It's too close to 2 and 1, or 2 and mid are way too close. They're going to take mid and probably just take last. I'm not much to say about it, but I think that's what's about to happen, assuming that there's no throws.
Yeah, they have that full Uber right now. I mean, they have so much advantage. They just need to get in, use it. They do have that second cap, so just waiting for everybody to kind of get up here, and they're gonna have to make that push pretty quick. And they should be able to take this point, though. They need to get off
the NG sniper. They need to get on like the heavy pyro or something. I don't know. That's just my thought process here. I don't like the NG or the sniper. If they just go, they're done. It's like Just go.
Especially
just don't even think
Pyro.
about it, just go. Yeah.
I mean, with that disadvantage, it should be running Pyro. Looks like they're gonna pop in from lower though, getting denied is Marmaduke as they come in. Memphis Vaughn getting the bombs in as well with Marmaduke. That sentry is gonna do a bit of work onto You Must Mike there. Memphis Vaughn finishing off Grape. That sentry gun still going at it as Sizer finished off Marmaduke.
It's still demo down and they're stuck in spawn. It's just a DM server right now with a medic though. What is going on?
Oh my goodness. Wow, 20B just completely demolishing them on that last push there.
I'm so confused right now.
Completely demolishing them, and that's pretty much just one left up there for Madmen, and they're not going to be able to hold the second point at all. You Must Mike kind of checking things out, but he's going to go ahead and back up, and that's a full Uber there for Ninja Nick, a 100% advantage as they just push straight into this mid here. Sizer getting aggressive onto Christopher there, getting the damage out, can't take him down though, so still heavy aggression from 20B in here. Sizer is going to take down Blank. And looks like Memphis Vaughn's going to go for the bomb on a Ninja Nick, try and get that force off, but he stays alive and doesn't pop the Uber. Very good play.
That was pretty bold. It might pay off for them though, but they're going to get
risky.
Yeah, and they should just back up to last now. I mean, it sounds silly to say that since they didn't even cap mid yet, but the map's kind of small actually. Now that I'm looking at it from a spectator point of view. It's kind of strange. They have to just go back to last and hold.
Yeah, they have no chance at holding the second here, especially Ninja Nick still has that full Uber, but it looks like both of these guys are going to be able to have that Uber here when the last fight happens. So we'll see how things play out here. But as we said, it is a 3-2 lead here. 20B does have that one-round lead on Madmen right now, and not sure exactly how much time's left, but we have to be getting somewhat close.
I think there's still a lot, actually. I don't think it's that
really
bad.
Oh,
yeah, it was 12:45 when I was complaining last time, and then there was like the halftime. There's probably still about like 6 or 7 minutes.
Oh, I guess time's just flying for me.
Yeah, no, I think that there's still some time. Sizer's getting in with a flank here. Memphis Vaughn shoots the ground, kills himself. Trade's a trade, but they can't really push off it, so... Sizer might respawn as a different class, though.
Oh, You Must Mike getting denied there in that lower part there, and that's 2 down for Madmen, though, but like you said, the respawns.
Yeah, Sizer only just spawned, and Ash and Paragon...
Ash is in. Can't get the force on Indus. Indus keeping it.
They want to push out Madmen, but I don't know if they can. Let's see if they can pull it off. It's really difficult.
And they're trying to peek that shutter, get in a little bit. They do pop the Uber. Marmaduke does get saved.
Marmaduke actually hit a really nice rocket there, so it should put them in a decent position, but nobody else got killed except for Marmaduke.
And just kind of neutralizing Ubers here. Let's see what the scouts can do from Madmen. Both of them getting shut down. You Must Mike and Blank going down to Sizer and Paragon. Marmaduke cleans up on Grape, and Paragon's going to go down as well. But somebody on the point, that's Sizer, and he gets the cap.
Sizer giving him the old flag, just getting the back caps. Objective gaming. Cap the point, win the round.
Wow.
You don't need the frags, man.
Yeah, a heads-up play there from Sizer. That's going to be 4-2 now for 20B, and now Madmen have definitely dug themselves in a hole here, as they're going to have to get 2 quick rounds to tie this one up, and there's 5:59
It's not undoable,
remaining.
though. It's a matter of these mid-fights. If they don't win this mid-fight convincingly, it's going to get difficult, but 20B is probably going to play this a lot more passive than some of their other mids. Although I was going to say that they dive Ash, and Ash dies immediately, so I don't actually know what to think anymore. But those scouts just took a lot of sticky damage.
And we have 2 down for Madmen right now, and only Ash has gone down from 20B. Both teams kind of just hanging out, kind of in their sides of mid here. Madmen kind of in the back of their mid. 20B, wow, Paragon picking up.
That might be game.
One there, Deadbolt and Grape getting some as well. But
game. Yeah, Indus goes down here.
Yeah, and we still have Paragon, who's extremely aggressive. Paragon and Grape both aggressive. Memphis Vaughn goes down, but Indus does stay alive, so he's going to be able to keep the Uber, but I don't think it's going to be enough for 20B to really work with this advantage. I think Indus is just going to be able to get the counter pop here. They do pop into last, though. Lots of damage going out. Nobody going down on the point yet. A little bit of cap time and the counter pop.
I like that decision, just to get on the point. It forced it, or it forced them to react. But Ash and these scouts are reckless on this Madman squad. They're making plays.
They are, and they do hold the last point though. And Ash is still kind of
actually going in for the gank. This could be a big play. Although...
Yeah, Ash goes in now, getting denied there though, but Sizer cleans up on the frag on a Christopher Paragon, taking out Marmaduke. That's 3 down for Madmen right now. I don't know if they're gonna.
Because that was. I mean, at the same
there's
time,
about 5 minutes left.
Even if you're not right about the clock, there's not enough time for them to sit here and
I
think
think it said
about the next
5
round.
minutes, or 5:59 at the end of that last round. Yeah, so looks like we're just gonna have 20B kind of holding back off here, and I think they're gonna try to. Yeah, here comes Madman.
Indus is going in with the scout Uber, which is smart. I like this play. It's a little ballsy though, cause wow.
What did?
Wow.
Was that? Wait,
Sizer?
did Engine?
I don't think
He didn't
dropped,
have, did he?
I don't think he had. But
wow, but just demolishing them.
Paragon?
Oh no! Oh,
Nope.
they stopped at that time. Not another one. They said maybe once, but not twice. That's just embarrassing at that point. Twice in a row.
Also,
so.
white. Just cap. Why is nobody capping?
They're finally getting it. This time they did their job. They capped the point. They weren't letting that one happen
the
again.
The advantage isn't that big, but the spawn advantage is. They need to just get on mid right now and stop thinking about it. Here they go. They need to just go.
Yeah, they're coming in. They're getting kind of low on time here. They're still down 2 rounds, but Ash coming in on Indus. Indus surfs onto the roof and stays alive.
Ninja Nick went down. They're just going to steamroll last. They need to just go.
So,
but again,
Madman still has hope.
Point, please.
You must Mike's on it just by himself, hanging back there as Madman keeps the aggression up. Indus taking damage, but Blank shuts down great.
Going too ham here for no reason. Just get back, get healed.
Just bleeding right now. The Sizer bled there.
They're trying to just delay the clock, but it's one of those things. It's like you don't want to lose this round. Like delaying a lost round is still a lost round. Just because you can steamroll the mid. I don't know. I want to see Madmen just go, but they need to get these caps.
Yeah, they're gonna cap that second point, and they do pop the Uber in the last, so they're gonna be able to.
So hard.
They're gonna be, and they do have a little sentry up. Sizer's actually up on heavy. Marmaduke picking up 2.
Doing a lot of damage. Yeah, that was really nice.
Oh, and that's
really
gonna be only 2 left up here for 20B. I think they're gonna be able to get this all left up to Indus, and he's gonna get shut down, and that will be the cap there. There's a little sentry, but not gonna be able to do too much. And there we go, Madman getting the cap back, and they're only down 1 round now.
Here we go, 3-2.
Oh man, it's gonna be tight. Not getting a time. 2 minutes left.
It's doable. I don't want to say it's game over. It's definitely doable. Let's see what happens here. This is what TF2 is made of right now when you're going into a 2-minute long round.
Is 20B? No, they are going to come into mid. I didn't know if they were going to go for the old just try not to get wiped on mid thing. A lot of aggression. A lot of aggression from the soldiers on Madmen here. This is going to be good. Marmaduke all the way into mid there.
What am I watching?
Wow.
Oh my god. Please don't let this happen.
Oh, 20B just getting demolished on that mid there.
Point. 20. All right, here we go. This is TF2 right now, man.
This is incredible.
They have to just go. They need 1 scout in the back to cap. Welcome to Steamroll TF2. Cap the point, and let's just go. Don't go, Engineer Ash!
No, my goodness.
Oh my god,
see if
they have like a pyro, a sniper.
It's off Class City right now.
It is. There's a sniper, there's a heavy. I don't like this. This is questionable. TF2 right now. If you're watching this at home, do not ever attempt.
Do not try this at home, please.
There's no way to heal all of these heavy classes. Sniper's probably gonna go down. Gun's gonna go down. Oh my god.
They're just the counter pop on that Uber. That's they're not. I don't think they're gonna be able to do too much with this here.
Welcome to the DM server, boys. Get the heals and let's go.
And Madman's gonna be forced to just kind of regroup here. They have to get an Uber and go. There can't be much more than a minute left here. They need to do something. I don't even know if they have time.
No, they have to have a. There's probably like a minute. That was a really fast mid fight. I'll say it took like 30 seconds for mid. I think they have time to get healed up and.
I don't know. They're keeping that aggression up though. There not must be much time.
Here we go. Frag time. In this
bombs
game.
coming in.
Down. Can we get his heavy kill? Can we get the heavy kill?
Memphis Vaughn coming in. The heavy is down. It's going to be Deadbolt and Ninja
Christopher, get healed.
Keeping it alive. They're still coming in, though. The med goes down. Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my goodness.
Almost game. Just
and Deadbolt with the taunt to cap it off. And that's all that must...
GG.
Oh, man. What a game.
Oh, my God. I didn't want it, but I wanted it. I wanted to see it.
Yeah, that was so close there from Madmen, but there you have it. 20B taking it 4-3 in the end. They're using up all the time that we had. Just an incredible game there. And as you said, 20B almost did the thing.
Threw it away. Yeah. But no, they clutched it. Like that's good for them. I think that puts them up 2-0 in that series between them, or like in the round robin between the two teams, they're up 2-0 now, which is great when it comes to standings. Elevate's actually destroying Mix-Up right now. I'm not really sure how I feel about it, but
Mix-Up's destroying Elevate, really.
No, Elevate's
Oh,
destroying
Elevate.
Mix-Up, which
Oh,
is, I
sorry.
mean, undefeated season, right? But yeah, I'm
Phew.
gonna go look at the stats for that last game. There's not really much to say about the stats though, even if there's like, I don't know, a 4-3 win's a 4-3 win, but that last round was one of a few clutch plays made the outcome of that game. I feel like a few good Uber saws. There was like a 2v1 on a scout that shouldn't have happened. I think You Must Mike went nuts. I think
Yeah.
Memphis Vom went around mid by himself by hitting like 4 direct rockets after jumping with gunboats. I don't
Oh, it
even
was
know.
incredible. Just single-handedly won that mid for them,
No,
basically. It
yeah.
was.
I like this that map. Even though I don't like, they need to expand the distance between 2 and mid, but whatever. It's a good map for frag clips, especially because like you can get frag clips with a cafe. Like you could take off your hat, go get a cup of coffee,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
it looks super classy. Like
Read the
if you played
newspaper.
if you played that map with the right loadout, I feel like you would get more out of the map.
Oh yeah,
Like
exactly.
if you had like ye old Baker Boy hat on your scout, and then you went into the cafe and taunted, I feel like you'd get like your scattergun would become more accurate.
No, it's got to be something like that. Come
Yeah,
on.
no, you don't put lawn chairs in your maps if without some sort of
Oh yeah.
hidden secrets. But yeah, no, the frags. Who top fragged actually?
You're gonna.
43 frags on blank, 49 on Sizer. Sizer did not want to lose that match. He wants to go to LAN. Get that man a LAN.
Yeah, I'll tell you that was.
He also died 40 times. Nothing to laugh about. That's a lot
Well,
of deaths.
yeah.
But he did a lot of damage.
And he got some pretty important picks too and stuff. So I mean, not all. In the end they got the win. So
Yeah,
getting
no,
the W is what it's all
hard.
about.
It's really hard to. I don't like analyzing stats at all. I think it's kind of pointless. So I hate when people post on TFTV, oh, how much damage should my demo man be doing? It's like some teams have different playstyles. Some medics
Exactly.
heal in different priorities. It depends on what works for your team. If healing your scouts is more successful for you than healing your soldiers, heal your scouts. I don't know.
Yeah, got to play to the strengths and
strengths,
weaknesses. Yeah.
Sizer might not have the greatest KD here, but he made that back cap round, won them the game, right? So it's like it's hard to. I don't like analyzing stats.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
it's all about the individual plays.
Yeah, and that one back cap there, as he said, was the the game decider.
It was the game.
So
Yeah, it was the game winner. So if they didn't win that round, who knows what would have happened? It's it's fun. It's good. It's good to.
Yeah, that was a wicked game. That was only my second cast here in TF2, and that was a wicked one to cast. That was a lot of fun to do, and some good TF2 there from both sides. Excellently played game. Shaky at times from 20B, but as we said, in the end, getting that W. So that's what it's all about, and I think that makes them 8-4 now in the standings. I believe they were 7-4 going into this one, so that's going to put them at 8-4. And you said that puts them at in contention for LAN, or?
Well, no, I don't want to say it's secured, but the way Mix-Up is playing this season, I think there's some question as to whether or not they're going to make it at this point. I'm not going to throw them under the bus right now, but Elevate is 11-0 through week 6 right now, and they actually had to play. I think they played Froyotech last week on Viaduct, which gave them their 11th win. But now they're stomping Mix-Up, who is already 6-3. So Mix-Up will move if the match finishes the way it started. Elevate will be up to 11 or 12-0 actually, and Mix-Up will be down to 6-4. So I don't know the schedule if Madmen play Mix-Up again or how that works. And then like we get into that weird scenario where teams throw. I mean, I haven't seen it in this game in a while. I know it happened a long time ago where like you could determine which team showed up to LAN based on whether or not you won your match. It's getting to that part in the season though where it's almost week 8. Teams have to finish up, but Madmen are 6-5 now, and Mix-Up's about to be 6-4. So there's really no guarantee of Mix-Up going to LAN now, but being 8-4 on Street Hoops is a really big deal. I think Mix-Up still has to play some of the matches from after I-52 that they missed.
Yeah, so I mean, things still need to unfold here a little bit as more of these matches get played, but nonetheless, it's going to be very interesting coming into the final stretch of the season and things like that, seeing how all of it plays out and see if Elevate can keep that perfect season going. But
I fully expect them to. I think if they win tonight, that gives them should finish up their season with the tougher teams. I think like Street Hoops and like Mad Men could like take. I don't know. I don't understand the dynamic of Invite this season. It's kind of strange how I feel like Froyotech dominates, but then when they play, it's like a different like the mentality of the teams is different than the other seasons. I think last season there was a lot of like focus on ESEA Lim, whereas like this year it seems like everyone's like, oh yeah, I-52, I-52, and then like now that I-52 is over, there's a lot more like not hostility, but the drive isn't there anymore.
Right.
It's really it's a weird dynamic. I don't really like it, but moral of the story is Elevate's doing really well this season. All they have to focus on is ESEA. That's their only thing on their mind, and you can tell they're 11-0. They've beaten the two teams that came in first and third at I-52, but now Mix Up is in a position where they might not even make it to ESEA Lam, which would be quite the shocker.
Yeah,
and probably lead to a lot of roster shakeups next season.
Yeah, I think that's definitely to be expected.
But I'm saying I would expect it if this holds up. So,
yeah.
But yeah, no, that was a good game. Shout out to Sizer, shout out to Giggly actually for fixing my interp. I didn't think you ever had to go up to point 1516, but ESA proving that 160 ping lag on a Source TV is completely normal despite living in the United States.
Somehow. No, but awesome game there to watch and behold. GG's there from both of those teams, and I think that's going to just about do it for us tonight. Any more closing comments there, Flame? Or
nope, had fun. Feel free to flame me on the forums for shit talking like I always do on these casts. I don't mean to. It's just the way I talk, I think. But yeah, good GG's. It was definitely worth watching, and I would definitely recommend this VOD to people in terms of learning things about this map. I don't like it. If you're the map maker, feel free to PM me. We'll talk. I'll tell you what needs to fix or be fixed because I've seen this before. You need to fix your second point. It's got issues, but no, it's a good map. I think it's got a lot of potential. It's not a final version. It's not in the game officially yet, so there's still some room for improvement. But that match was definitely exciting, and I think that it could have been more exciting with a more improved map, but no, it was definitely a good game. And congrats, Sizer. You're going to LAN probably. Don't throw on LAN.
Yeah, that's not a good way to end the season.
I would have felt like shit if they had lost, because at the beginning of the match I said they're going to take an early lead, then they're going to throw. But they proved me wrong. Good job.
They did. They got that W, but I think that's just gonna about do it for us. So I want to thank you all for staying with us here. I know there's, they got Elevate and Mix Up going on over there. So for those of you that were sticking with us and watching this game, I appreciate that. And I think that one is still going on, so you can go over and check that out.
It's not really worth watching. That's just my opinion, but.
Oh, so it's a bit of a steamroll there. Yeah, okay.
Anyone who went to that stream and didn't stay on ours, I think missed out.
You missed out a lot.
On a good game, but
yeah,
they want to put us on TFTV too. Call it what you want. Our match was definitely more entertaining.
No, I'm glad we got that one. Awesome game. But all right, well, I think that's all for us this evening, everybody. Thank you all, as I said, for sticking with us and all that. You can catch the end of the massacre there over on the first TFTV if you still want to do that. But that'll be it for me and Flame tonight. Also, shout out to Dash or Massa there to keeping the stream alive there, keeping things going, even though we had some of those technical difficulties and things. So that's about it for us tonight. Thank you, everybody, once again, and have a good night. We'll catch you guys next time on the next stream.
Night, dudes.